Lane 4, Sophia Ramirez, a junior for Saxe. Lane 5, Kaylee Train. Lane 6, Novella Elmore. And lane 7, Sophia Brambilla. This is 500-yard freestyle. I mean, this is one of endurance here.
And you know, the craziest thing about the 500 is that in high school, it's the fastest of, or the longest of the races. But in club, which most of these kids honestly are club swimmers, it's still considered a sprint. So you have to find that balance of, oh, I have to be going for 500 yards, but also I'm supposed to be sprinting this whole way. So you'll notice a lot of them have a good, strong kick right now. We'll see maybe towards the middle more people going into a stutter kick. Yeah. And then at the end, we'll see another bring it home strong kick.
And so that the people that are watching, how do they know how do they lose count or of how many laps they've went or how many times they went back and forth in the water?
Yeah, so if you'll look towards the end there, when they go back towards the other lap, on the side where they're not flipping where the diving boards are, you'll see there's actually counters on the other side. So they'll count up by odd numbers on the laps, and then it'll go 17 and then red. So there's 20 laps in the 500 freestyle. When they get to 17, they have 100 left. Red, it's your last lap, let's get it done.
Okay.
And then also we'll see a bell come out. A bell will ring for the fastest swimmer on their last 50. So on this side where the diving boards are, an official will come and ring the bell.
And so they can hear that and they know when to kick it in. That's how far they've got to go.
Exactly. You know, getting the bell is kind of one of the best feelings when you swim the 500 free. It's basically all I would go for. I'd be like, I just need the bell. You know, you could pass me the last lap, but I need the bell.
Yeah, absolutely. and you know, it's one of those things in the 500, you've really got to pace yourself, and you want to get out to a nice start, but then again, you don't want to be burned out and not be able to finish it and have somebody come back and catch you there at the end. So.
Exactly. My coach used to say, Coach Wiggins used to say, go hard that first 125. So that first 5 laps, everybody else is going to go hard the first 4. Just take it hard a little bit longer, and then everybody else is going to start picking it up again on that last 100. You want to pick it up that last 200.
Yeah, so you got to have that kick.
Exactly. So 125 hard, 175 build, and then 200 full-out sprint as hard as you can go is what Coach Wiggins likes to coach. So I'm hopeful we'll see some of that technique today with some of these ladies.
It's all fun and games when you're saying it. It sounds good, but can you actually do that?
Exactly. I know that last 200, you're saying, oh, I'm totally sprinting 200, but you know, you tell yourself you're sprinting and you just kick as hard as you can and you pretend it's a sprint sometimes.
Well, I mean, especially when you're running, when you're swimming in a district championship meet, you're already hyped up a little more than normal, like you've seen all throughout the races. Everybody's beating their personal best by 1 or 2 seconds. So that means you're kicking it harder. And so now when you get a 500-yard dash, you really got to be careful and stay your pace and be disciplined about it.
Exactly, and that's why we've all definitely been victims of the gassed, like I got so gassed, but what they do actually sometimes, I'll have to watch on this next lap, sometimes what the counters will do is that people will aim for a pace. So let's go, for example, Sophia Ramirez on the last 50, she went a 36.21. On this 50, she's going to 36.49. So her is probably, I want to hold 36 seconds for all those middle laps. So the counter will either shake it up and down for, hey, let's go faster, or sometimes they'll shake it side to side for, you're right on pace, stay on pace type of thing.
Oh, there you go. Little education for us.
Let's see. Sophia Ramirez about to gain a lap on everyone. She's doing amazing. Good strong kick, steady kick the whole way. We've seen some of the other swimmers, they have started going into that stutter kick feeling of, I'm going to kick every time I take a breath, I'll kick through that breath. 36.22 on this last 50 from Sophia Ramirez, so definitely holding that 36-second pace.
Just so smooth. She's still keeping her head underwater for so many strokes. You see a lot of the other coming up every time for a breath of air, every stroke, and you can see her, she's going 3-4 strokes without coming up for air.
And at 36.33, I'm just like, you know, when you can see somebody holding that consistent pace within that half a second, That's when you know they've been practice. They just drill those distance freestyle events. They know what speed they need to be going, how they need to hold it to get their new best times. And I'm hopeful we'll see a new best time from her tonight. I believe we will, honestly. And that's that bell I was telling you about.
There you go. The bell's ringing. And this is going to have to start kicking it. And then when you see on her turn on the other end, you'll see the red flag that they're going to put into the water.
And then Taylor Scott in lane 3. Her cap is sliding off. I believe that's making a difference on her right there. Cap is sliding back. She's having to put her head up just a little bit more for those breaths to keep that cap on. Sophia Ramirez kicking it in a hard drive. Is she going to go under 6 minutes? Maybe. Make it a
got
sub
10
6
seconds.
Minutes.
She does.
It
Very
ends with
nice.
a 34.06, so that means she just negative